What I liked and what I didn't like as a hip hop fan, as a hip hop artist, is the fact that Kendrick talked to Drake instead
Yeah.
of just like rapping to him. He basically sat him down like a son
Petty enough.
and he talked to him and he made him feel bad. I like that, but I also dislike that
So
because
why? Why is that?
and I'll explain it because
SouLivate.
Woo!
what do you think so far is the biggest musical event of 2024, man?
Oh, like just across the board.
Across the board, man.
Oh, geez. I don't know, dude. That's a hard question. That's a very hard question because there's so many festivals, there's so many events. I mean,
But I'm talking overall. Should I narrow it down to hip hop or should we stay in music? Like, should I make it a little easier and say hip hop?
I would, yeah, if we're going into hip hop, I mean, like Rolling Loud is one of the biggest festivals to curate all hip hop on the country.
Okay, let me correct myself.
Yeah.
What do you think was the biggest thing that happened in music overall? Not an event, not an event as a concept. I'm talking the biggest thing that has happened so far in 2024 that has captivated the masses, that we all paid attention to, that the internet was buzzing about. Was there that one thing so far, man?
Respectfully, I mean, listen, I've talked to so many people about it. There's people that don't even listen to rap music that know about this like stuff.
Say it.
Kendrick and Drake. I mean, come on, I'm sorry, bro. Like, respectfully, if you haven't heard about Kendrick and Drake,
that was what I was waiting for, bro.
if you haven't heard about Kendrick and Drake, or at the very least Diddy, the whole no Diddy shit,
Yeah,
bro, you're not on Instagram. You're in the boonies on a 4x4. You're probably making a smoothie in fucking Smoothie King. You haven't heard anything, respectfully.
You on the rock in Arizona somewhere, bro. Like
with scorpions. Yeah.
He said with scorpions. So yeah, because because Diddy obviously is more like on the rumors on like Hollywood Today, like, but Kendrick and Drake, man, to me, you know what I'm saying, was the biggest out there, because I seen even like sports channels talking about this shit. I was like,
it's like it's gone so out of proportion, like it's so far down the rabbit hole of like just like that. Respectfully, Kendrick and Drake is a legendary beef. You want to talk about timeless stuff like we spoke about earlier? Drake and Kendrick beefing, that's respectfully timeless. That's like that's an important hip hop moment.
To put it in perspective, to me, a hip hop head since I was 11 years old, a Wu-Tang and Nas, a Tupac fanatic, man.
Yeah.
The last battle that we seen like this was 23 years ago, which was Nas and Jay-Z. And I was there. I was in the midst of it. Like, this was crazy. So imagine like 2 decades has gone by until we had something of that magnitude, bro.
That shook the world that badly.
So just to wrap this up, and we're, some people say, oh, the news, goes quick in our day and age, but I don't give a shit, man, because it's something worth talking about.
Yeah.
But just to wrap it up today, and we're gonna get into some of this in our next episode, man. What do you think of the battle, and who do you think won?
Absolutely. So the battle in itself was, I mean, I was in the middle of it. I had a bunch of my friends over, like the 2 nights that like, or actually, I don't know if it was 2 nights or the one night. Everybody was here at my crib, and we were literally sitting at my laptop, listening to these like disses that dropped 10 minutes in. So
back to back, bro.
Dude, like as soon as I heard the first one, I forget if it was Drake or Kendrick. I'd have to ask my friends, but we were sitting here listening to that shit. I have my Coca-Cola. I'm like, yeah, yo, this is crazy. I was freaking the hell out. I was like, ain't no way. And then the Kendrick bombs back, just like that. Bombs back right on another page. My friend's phone got a notification literally saying Kendrick dropped just now.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is insane. These guys are on the internet right now going back and forth. Like they're live on the internet. You know, you don't see that unless they post on like, their pages, but see it on YouTube. What? Yeah. So yeah, like seeing that was literally mind-boggling and hearing what they had to say.
So real quick, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Real quick. Can you rate this as far as who won on the musical side, and then rate this who won on just the straight up hip hop side, man?
I grew up, I didn't even listen to Kendrick a lot growing up. I hate to say that. It wasn't a part too much of my childhood. But as I got older, I speculated and started listening more and more and more. And then I started to understand Kendrick's side and, why he's so timeless as an artist. I was always a Drake head growing up. And even then I came to the conclusion that, in my opinion, Kendrick won that shit.
Okay.
And for a lot of different reasons. K-Dot did win that. As far as on the musical aspect, honestly, I think if we're talking beats, it's weird. Like half of me loves both sides. I love the beats that were used for both sides of the beef. So I'm like dead in the middle with that. I'm like a 50-50 split. Musically, I think they kind of equaled out really good. Okay. And then what did you say? What was the other one besides musically? And then it was
and on the other one is just hip hop, but you answered that. You basically said that K-Dot, took that, man.
Yeah, culturally, I feel like for hip hop, K-Dot got that. I don't know why. It's the stuff he said and the preconceived idea, other than him getting baited by Drake, everything else that he did was calculated, smart. It was what.
Hold on. I'm sorry, man. I gotta interrupt you on this.
Go ahead.
You really believe in this whole notion that he got baited, man?
I think it could be possible. Why? What do you think? Give me another perspective.
Nah, I don't know. I thought that it was something that Drake just had to say because he knew he was on the floor. He was knocked out. Like it's, it's him like trying to throw his last kick, punch, whatever, man. Like that's my personal humble opinion. But do you really think that he got baited?
This is SouLivate.
I mean, from the way the beef went down, because now you got me thinking about it. It's like, I'll sit in the civil middle and say there's a possibility he did. And then there could be a possibility that, it wasn't a bait, but I mean, going up until that point, I thought it was that he got baited, but you're not there. You don't know. We're speculating from the internet standpoint and mouth to mouth speaking to people, but as far as hip hop though, for Kendrick, I definitely think Kendrick got it. Drake is very much more than hip hop. He's hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And he represents the culture, but he has verged out of that lane in a lot of different
He's a pop star, bro. Come on.
Absolutely. 100%. He is a pop star, rap star, if that makes sense. He, you go back to the culture aspect of the, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. Obviously, those are timeless records, but once he kind of started, I feel like from like 2016 and above, that's when like the sound started to change, the direction of beats started to change. He started trying other genres and new things. He is a rapper at heart, but something about him still very much screams pop. And like once you kind of hit that pop lane, it's very hard to stay in solely that like in the hip hop bubble, Whereas like Kendrick, I mean, he's done obviously a few songs that he's featured on and shit. I think Drake talked about Taylor Swift or something like that, about 5 or whatever it was. But Kendrick is hip hop. There's no doubt about it.
What I liked and what I didn't like as a hip hop fan, as a hip hop artist, is the fact that Kendrick talked to Drake instead of just like rapping to him. He basically set him down like a son.
Petty enough.
And he talked to him, and he made him feel bad. I like that, but I also dislike that
So
because
why is that?
and I'll explain it, because to me, I want to see battles of this magnitude more technical, more bars, more like show me your skills. And
Yeah.
I think they both got, well, Drake, like we can understand, but the fact that K Dot got dragged into this whole internet, let's talk about your rumors, like, oh, you're this, and like, to me as an MC, I would still like to see a more like technical battle. Let me hear the similes, let me hear the metaphors,
Yeah.
let me hear the way you're piecing up these syllables. Like,
Right.
that's because, and I'm gonna sign out with this, and then you can sign out the show today, man, because I think um imagine we lived in a world where rap battles would decide wars instead of us going and
Mm.
fighting with tanks and with planes and with bombs. Imagine each country gets their best MC, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
That'd
we
be fucking wild. And then everybody went head to head.
and we settle wars like that, bro. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of killing one another, bring your best MC, bro, and let's settle it like that, man. So
Love
I'm,
that.
I'm gonna sign out with that, man. This was NazareN. This was SouLivate, man. Please take us out of here, Mr. Spencer Reese.
Last thing I'm gonna say, just kind of speculating on, Kendrick and Drake. I personally, like I said, I'm not much of a side picker, but I can agree with Nas on this one. I definitely think even on Kendrick's side, getting dragged into the beef enough to speak on rumors and things that were speculated amongst teams. And, obviously we're not there in the flesh, knowing these guys personally, but, from an outsider's point of view, we can obviously say that through the music, the things that were said were very much harsh. They were, to the point and as raw as they can be in rap, but articulationally, through, lyricism and talent of that sorts. I feel like definitely on both sides, it was pretty weak.
It was tight, petty, man. Petty.
It was more of just kind of like a petty, I'm just pissed at you kind of conversation. So lyrically on both sides, it definitely could have been better. I think another thing with like, like talking about rumors, like both sides use that to their advantage to gain attention online and for people to tune into what was going on and to see it. That's why they went back and forth. There were so many of them. You know what I'm saying? People nowadays gravitate towards negativity because they like to be entertained by it. Same with Instagram posts. So both sides took that idea and honestly put it into music, which in my opinion is petty.
I just wish somebody like Kendrick would have been more creative and would have said, you know what, I'm not gonna get dragged into this whole rumor shit. Y'all keep that.
Yeah.
I'm about to bring the best of Kendrick and show y'all what I can really, really do, man.
100% right there, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. So just to again, man, I lied a few seconds ago. I'm gonna sign out with this and then you sign out. So again, we're in the Rolling Stone America's Next Top Hit Maker. Look out, because me and Spence could be rocking the stage in Texas, man. It's gonna, like, from what they say, it's gonna be like 100,000 people, man. So you know what I'm saying?
Christ.
Yeah, so some unbelievable shit. The album In the Time of Raw, completely engineered and put together and featured on with Spencer Reese, man. It's coming out soon, man. The book A Journey Inside is coming out soon. And then I love all of y'all, man. Thank y'all for being here with us. This is SouLivate, man. This is a gift from us to you, and also a gift to me to be here with this, you know what I'm saying, amazing guy, man. Dropping all these jewels like y'all heard today, man. So Spence, share what we need to be looking out for you and take us out of here now, this time for sure, for real.
Man, well, just like I said in the video early on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, August 13th, my band single Tree Pod is coming out on all platforms. We're going to be promoting it like a motherfucker. Please, everybody go check into that single. Like I said, we got a gig coming up on the 13th as well, where we announced that at the Fire in Philly. Please feel free to pop out. Just like Nas said, this is a gift from us to you. We love talking about this stuff. And, it's a blessing that I can share as many gems as I got. He's got as many gems as he got. And, try to educate you guys at least a little bit musically. And culturally with stuff. And yeah, just keep it pushing, keep it moving and stuff, and you know, just be safe. Peace and love. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think is dope about SouLivate also is like you
Yeah.
drop, like you say, you dropping jewels, you educating, but I think we're building together. I feel like I'm back on the block, you know what I'm saying? And just me and my homies, man, we building, son. Like that's what we used to do back in the day, man. So that's
We got to keep building. We're gonna only go up from here.
endless progression, man. That's another reason why I love this, man. So this was SouLivate, this was NazareN, this was Spencer Reese.
Yes, sir.
We are out of here, man.
We out of here, everybody. Be safe. Deuce.
This is SouLivate.